We are scouting some of our property. We can't move here yet for another 3 weeks, more than 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But I'm walking some of the property. It's a windy day today. So we're gonna try to see if we can plan a pasture up this way. There's an opening where there's a power line coming down. So we might be able to put goats. I don't have a place for goats, and the horse pasture that they ran horses on. Yes, doggy. The horse pasture they ran horses on is bald. There's not a lot of anything left on that pasture, so I might not be able to put horses there for a few months. So let's go in the woods and try to figure this out. We are wandering through the forest of Willageville, or the Willage. I found myself a prehistoric stick to support the walking, and my daughter is making fun of me in the background. We found one of the most pristine spots in the forest. This whole place is pristine.
So beautiful.
Let's go hike up another mountain. My mountain. Through the forest, conquering the land provided to us by our Lord. There's no better therapy and medicine than spending an afternoon with your daughter on your own land. Let's go check it out, boys and girls. Oh, look at this. This is the poplar tree. Look how pretty those flowers are. This is the poplar. Now we're in low. We should probably put it back in high. There we go. And take it off 4x4 because it's pretty flat. Google Earth is actually very helpful to take measurements on land. So I was able to put pins around this pasture, and just this pasture is almost 12 acres of hay fields. We were told there was a little bit more, but it doesn't matter. It's gorgeous and it's beautiful and it's special, and we'll be able to ride horses here and have all kind of fun. And then this wooded section here, it was clear cut, they say 12 years ago, so it's, all the trees were cut to the ground. A little bit of hay fever here. So I want to develop, that's 32 acres that we own past this fence line. And all the trees are, the biggest tree would be about 5 inches because it's been 12 years old. And so we want to reclaim that. It's going to take years, but we want to reclaim that and see how, if we can get more pastures in there. Yeah. We closed last week Monday on this property, and we told the owners, because when we saw the property before closing, there was tree stands, hunting blinds in different parts of the property, which the owner allowed people to hunt on his land. The clause was that anything that was left on the property anything that was personal belongings of other people had to be removed by closing date. And so this tree stand is now property of the Willows, and there's like 3 more in different corners of the property. So this is gonna be hunting paradise.
Right here is the end of our property?
Nope.
They keep going?
Nope, it keeps going. So we're gonna walk to the very end here. So from this property, from this fence line, that way is another 32 acres, and you can't really go through it because it's young forest. So it's like this, it's very thick when you cut down the old forest, the light goes to the soil, and then all the small stuff starts growing. So we'll have to have a bulldozer or a forestry mulcher go through here and clear this area. But this is all old growth. This is the perfect hunting area. Old growth beauty. I'm not a tree hugger, but sometimes you just gotta hug a tree. That's because of excitement. I'm excited, yo. Un giorno, figlia mia, tutto questo sarà tuo. Can you guess what that means?
No.
One day all of this will be yours. All right, this is, we're coming up on a property line back here. All right here. So this is the spot where cows would run off, Shayla. So this has to be fixed.
Yeah.
So this line, this is the, if you're by the house looking towards the back of the property, this would be the left side of the property. And this line right here is the back side of the property. And then from here, that way is another 32 acres that we'll have to clear cut. And then this fence lines, so we'll kind of know to go up to those fence lines. But this is a corner that, I mean, the cow might not find. But if a cow finds it, they're going to the neighbors, and then you lose a cow. So when we get the property, we'll have to walk the whole property line, just like I'm doing now, to make sure before we let cows out or any other animal that we fix everything. So, but this is where you hunt. This is where the deer hang out. This is where you have vision far enough to be able to take a good shot at a couple hundred yards. So, it's so exciting. Hey mama, we found something amazing. You know where we went at Hope, in that little section of woods? On the left side, there's a path already cut through the woods. And it was very recently still been ridden with UTVs. So we'll just have to do very minor cleanup. Just every time we come, cut a few of these small guys down. But it's a perfect lane for riding trails to the back of the woods here. Super exciting. So most of the trees are saplings, which a forestry mulcher should be able to handle. And then there's a few big ones that I would leave alone for some shade, because that's good also. But yeah, there's a long lane all the way to the back of the property, which with small little trees, this is like a 2-year-old, maybe 3-year-old oak tree, which we should be able to just ride this a couple times and it'll not be knocked down. It looks like there might be another pasture back here, unless this is somebody else's property. Oh yeah, okay, this is the back corner. This is the end of it, I think. Let's do a little spin around. We found an abandoned hunt stand. Well, abandoned. After closing, whatever you leave on somebody's property transfers property ownership. So this is now my tree stand, and it's a 2 people standing stand, 360 with a swivel seat.
Yeah.
Could have been a branch. We just saw a group of turkeys right over there. We started speaking German. We should have maybe spoken Turkish. Maybe that would have helped.
They have a bug on their eye.
I want to cry.
on the other stand over there was a pulley.
Oh yeah,
also.
because you don't ever climb with a gun.
Yeah.
So you put your gun down, you climb up, secure yourself, and then you pull up the gun with a ratchet.
Yeah.
This is my forest. We're trying to walk the boundaries and figure out what's where. It's a beautiful day and we're kind of stuck in the city. So this is very therapeutic. We have 21 more days, I think, before we can move into this place. So we're itching. So it took the afternoon to come discover. We found an abandoned tree hunting stand that one of the friends of the family that owned it would hunt this land. And we told them that that they had to remove anything that was owned by other people before closing. And if it was abandoned, then we would take ownership. And so far, Shayla, how many tree stands did we find so far? 2. I know of another one. We'll stop by there and see. This one is really nice because it's a double seater with a swivel seat, so you can go 360 degrees, and it has bearings, so it's very quiet. We just saw a group of turkeys right over this little mound. Is that deer bait?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, folks.
Like a red spider.
Yeah. Be careful. There's wild turkeys down there, past the horse's butt. So they have removed these corrals, and this is where we're going to build a round pen for exercising the horses. And so it's we'll have to do some leveling. I might put the goats up there too. This whole area into the woods there. There's nothing in this pasture, but it might heal itself quick if we put some herbicide on it.